Hey everybody, Sean Holsinger here from holsingersflyshop.com. Giving you a little different view today. Today it's a shot from inside the shop here, and I'm going to be tying a hopper for you. It's summertime, it's July. It's just coming into July now. The hoppers are going to be coming off. Honestly, I don't really fish them much myself around here. We don't have a huge terrestrial hatch. I'll catch a couple fish on them. Usually I'll throw them once or twice a summer here just to play around. But a lot of guys here in my area head out west, and hopper dropper is the big thing to do out west. So if you head out west, you want to have some hoppers in your box. This is a good pattern to use. What I'm going to be doing is I went down to the craft store, Walmart, whatever. You can buy this. This is 1mm foam, and I took 3 pieces of it. I'm going to sandwich it together, put a little bit of super glue on each side of it there, sandwich it together to make one 3mm piece, but it's going to give you in this case, brown, orange, brown look. It's going to give you a two-tone look because it's actually 2 colors. But simple to do, just glue it together. Use any color combination, try to find the naturals, like brown and yellow, yellow and green, brown and orange like I'm doing in this one. Orange and yellow would be good. Whatever you like, just mess around, have a couple of each color, and experiment with it. That's part of the fun of fly tying and fly fishing. Catching stuff on things that you experimented, trying to find out the best. And I'm just doing this simple, throw them in my box, go fishing. You can get fancy with them if you want to hit it with a marker, color it up, try to give it some ribbing with a marker or something like that. Have fun and experiment. Make it look as fun and fancy as you want. But anyway, guys, here you're going to see the fly in the vise and then the material list to tie it. Okay, there you see the foam hopper. Actually, this is a really easy tie to do, and let's get into tying it. For a hook, I'm using a Firehole 839. This is a size 10. It's a streamer hook, but with all this foam, the foam will hold it up for us. For a thread, I'm using 140 Denier black thread, and I'm starting it on back here by the bend of the hook. And I'm just going to build a little bit of thread. What that's going to do, I'm going to build thread over the whole thing. What that's going to do is that's going to give the super glue something to grab onto here in a minute. And then I'm going to stop right above the hook point. So that's where we're going to tie our foam in. Now, you saw me in the beginning saying about I took 3 pieces of 1mm foam. You can use 1 piece of 3mm foam if you want. It's the same thickness. You see there? It's just one single color. If you don't want to take the time to glue things together, just use 1 color. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slice this about the thickness of my hook gap, and then on the front of it I'm just going to cut a nice round head into it. So once I get that done, I'm going to set this on top of the hook, and I want the head right over the eye of the hook there, and I'm going to tie it in right above that hook point. And I'm going to make about 2 loose wraps, and then I'm going to tighten it down and make a couple wraps there to get it good and tight. Then we're going to come underneath the foam, come up here by the head, and we're going to make the head on this fly. And I'm going to stop about an eye length and a half back, so I make it proportionate here and get a nice sized head on them. Okay, and then like again, we're going to do 1 or 2 loose wraps and then a couple heavy wraps. And I'm going to come back to the back. Okay, now that I got this tied on top, like you see, and I got it underneath here, I'm going to cut this thing to length now. So what I want to do, and you see there, it's still wiggling around on the hook a little bit. That's fine. That's going to be the next step. Now I'm going to cut the tail part of this, and I want this section here, I want about that far on the tail section. Actually, maybe just a hair further. Okay, so there we go. Now, I'm just going to cut that off. Now, the last thing I want to do, there's nothing square in nature, so I'm just going to take, and I'm going to trim a point on the back here. Just gives it a little bit more natural look. Doesn't have to be perfectly pointed. You can get fancy. You can take and trim and round this off if you want. Whatever you want to do there. Have fun, experiment. Now that I got the body where I want it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it upside down. It's nice if you have a rotary vise, but you can put it in your, turn it around in the vise if you don't. I'm going to put a little bit of super glue down here on the bottom. Make sure I get on the threads there and in between. And this is going to set up here while I do the next step. So I'm just going to coat that with some super glue. UV glue would work great if you have it. I just don't have it with me right now. It's over at my studio. So the next thing I'm going to do while that super glue is setting up is I'm going to take some round rubber legs. These are medium, the black and orange, sorry. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie a knot in them about a ½ inch from the end. This is altogether, this is about 3 inches, maybe 4. I'm going to take about a ½ inch piece for my leg there and tie a knot, and then we're just going to hold this on the side. After you get both of them done, I'm going to hold it on the side with that knot facing backwards. I'm going to put 1 or 2 loose wraps there. Now, guaranteed when you put this on, it's not going to go the way you want it. Actually, this one did right now, but it'll twist here in a second. So I'm going to put the other one on and get it on here. I like to set it with the point pulling down. Point of the leg, I should say. And there we go. You can see how this one, the leg turns forward. You don't want it turned forward, so I'm just going to pull and tweak it a little bit and keep twisting it until there you can see it points back just like I want. Both the legs are pointing back. I like it pointing back like that. If it points down, that's great. If it's pointing back like this, it kind of looks like a dead leg on the laying on the water, so I'm fine with that. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take the front end of the leg, I'm going to loop it, hold it next to the body, and I'm going to tie it at the front. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, there you see the loop in the middle on both sides. Now, next I'm going to put a wing on this. For a wing, I'm using some EP fibers. And loosely, this is about ½ a pencil width, okay? And I'm going to tie it down right on top of those front legs. And then I'm going to double it back over so you get close to a pencil's width. So it makes one that you're going to see is what I'm trying to accomplish. Okay, now you can see that stands up there, and I don't want that standing up. So what I'm going to do to combat that is I'm going to take some brown dubbing and just going to dub some dubbing on my thread here, and I'm going to wrap back over that EP fiber wing, and this is going to hold it in place, plus it's going to also splay those legs out a little bit better for me. So just wrap backwards over that EP fiber, get them held in place like that and laying down like you see there, and then I can come up to my eye, and I'm going to whip finish this off. Oopsie, hold on a second. There we go. Just going to whip finish this off. I like to put like 2 on there. And now we're going to come in and finish up our legs. So to finish up my legs, what I'm going to do, you see they're curled back. I'm actually going to pull these out a little bit. And I'm going to cut it at the back leg. So I have 2 front legs. Pull this way so you can see it a little better. Okay, that gives me 2 separated front legs. And where I want to cut them off at is I want to go about even with this knot. So I'm going to, there you go. You can see how I cut them even with the knot on the leg. That makes them about proportionate. And I like that. Cut the other side. There you go. Nice set of legs on it. Very simple hopper pattern, easy to tie. Tweak them a little bit, tweak those legs a little bit, get them laying so they're flat on the water, and you got yourself a nice dry dropper hopper. So Alright guys, I hope you liked that video. Something a little bit different here from the shop. And, you know, anything you need to tie these flies, we have it in the shop. Other than the foam, we might not have a color you would like. So head down to your local craft store or Walmart or whatever. They sell this stuff in the craft department. You can find it real easily. And experiment, guys. That's what it's all about. Having fun, experimenting with different colors. Put eyes on them. You know, rib the body, whatever you want to do different things, have fun with it. That's what fly tying is all about, like I said. Also, please, if you haven't already, please take the time to subscribe to our channel and like this video. If you like this video, it helps boost me up in the views. I get more views and get seen by more people, so that's you know, that's a big plus. And comment, you know, if you like to fish a different kind of hopper or chubby Chernobyl or whatever you like to use out west, if you go out west. Around here, you know, I'm from central Pennsylvania. We all dream of going west, and the western guys, they want to fish the PA stream, so we got to figure out a way to switch things up with everybody out there. But anyway, until next week, guys, get out there tying and fishing and protect the trout. Right now here in our area, water temperatures are getting really high, so if you're going to fish, fish early and get off the water when it gets too hot. So thanks for watching, guys. Until next week when I bring you another video, I'm Sean Holsinger.